Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca, and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest developing stories. We start with Ace Abde, as it has been reported that the 21-year-old Barcelona ace is the only loanee who could stay at the club next season. We are going to be discussing on that as we move ahead. Secondly, talking about this other report claiming that La Liga will approve Barcelona's viability plan next week, not today, as some reports were saying. They will approve it next week. Renewals, Messi, the priorities, and so on and so forth will still be discussed. So, guys, as we get right into the full story, please, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please make sure to do so. Give the video a like and watch it right up to the very end. A recent report from Mundo Deportivo has offered a detailed review of Barcelona's prospects in the transfer market. Barcelona already have four first-team stars in contention to depart at the end of the season, with a list including the likes of Rafinha and Ansu Fati. But as the report says, the club are also likely to offload many of the returning players who are currently out on loan. Clement Lenglet, Abde Izazuli, Alex Collado, and Sejino Des are some of the players set to return to Camp Nou this coming summer. It appears only Abde has some form of future at Barcelona, thanks in part to his blazing performances at Osasuna, joining the Pamplona outfit last summer on a season-long loan deal. The attacker has racked up 6 goals since, notably helping the club reach the final of the Copa del Rey. In light of his performances, coupled with uncertainty looming over the future of some of the star attackers in the team, Barcelona coach Xavi Hernandez is open to making him a part of the first team next season. As for the other returning players, Barcelona are reportedly in talks with Tottenham Hotspur over a permanent move for Lenglet. Collado is likely to be sent out on loan once again after struggling with injuries during his time at Elche. The same can be said for Nico Gonzalez, another player who has suffered from injury problems. As for Des, he has struggled to make any impact on loan at AC Milan. Barcelona, therefore, are open to his departure, with Union Berlin emerging as one of potential destinations for him. However, it must be noted that Abde's future away from Camp Nou has not been completely ruled out. Leeds United are interested in the player and are reportedly willing to pledge €40 million for him, which might be too good an offer to refuse for Barcelona. Abde have been phenomenal. I think the best player without any shadow of a doubt, playing on loan. And because of that, there have been a lot of talk that Abde will be the only loan player to make his way to the Camp Nou. Xavi have reportedly enjoyed the way he has performed for Osasuna, and he has been playing like somebody who really wants to show the first team what he's got. But the rest of the players, nothing have been so convincing enough, nothing. There's no other notable player that I can pick and say, look, this guy did well. Barca should bring him back to the Camp Nou. Apart from Ace Abde, I think Abde has been doing a phenomenal job, and being a regular starter at Osasuna, then it's something to be happy about. And it doesn't come as a surprise about this report saying that he is the one who might likely stay at the Camp Nou. But honestly, when we see the fact that there are a lot of wingers, Dembele, Rafinha, even though there are some of them who might be sold, like Ansu Fati and Ferran Torres, yeah, that is a positive thing for Ace Abde if he wants to come back to the club, because there might be space. If Barca don't want to spend again huge on another winger, they might consider bringing in Abde. But we know the fact that Barca are also in need for cash, and ASAP they have been attracting interest from some clubs across the world in Europe, and of course, if we're talking about 40 million, for instance, I don't think Barca should refuse to take such an offer if it comes. That is a big if. If such an offer comes for 40 million, I don't think Barca will refuse such an amount, because we know that that will be so good an offer for Abde, and there is no denying that Barca, when we are in the need of cash, we need that amount in order to make sure that the transfer window or the summer will be a successful one. So let's see how things go from here on. If Abde actually succeeds to come to Barca, because if you ask me, I think Abde really wants to be a Barca player. He have been there in the La Masia and he really wants to be there. But of course, whatever situation comes, many things are still to happen from now to June, and it wouldn't be a surprise at all that a club showing strong interest in Abde after these good performances he have shown playing for Osasuna might offer Barca something, and I don't know how much, but if it's something about 30 or 25 million, I very much doubt if Barca will say no, because we know Barcelona right now really need player sales to generate fresh revenue in order to ease the wage bill, in order to make sure that the financial fair play situation is being reduced to a considerable way. Then on to the final story of discussion. Over the past week, it had been reported that Barcelona would be receiving the green light for their economic viability plan from La Liga today, May 19. However, according to a fresh update from Gerard Romero, La Liga will officially approve Barcelona's feasibility plan in the middle of next week. Once that is done, the priorities from the club's point of view will be to close and register the pending contract renewals and proceed with the operation to resign Lionel Messi. Barcelona sent in their viability plan to the league as few weeks ago, and they are confident about executing it so that they can meet the league's requirements to achieve fair play for next season. As mentioned earlier, it was anticipated that the Catalan giant will be receiving the go-ahead from La Liga today itself, but it seems like there has been a slight delay, and the official confirmation will only be arriving midway through the next week. Once that is done, the Blaugrana will be aiming to register the contracts of players like Xavi, Ronald Araujo, Sergi Roberto, Marcos Alonso, and Inaki Pena, all of whom have signed new deals with the club as a priority. Alejandro Balde's renewal too could be completed and registered. Beyond that, the focus will also be on the re-signing of former captain and club legend Lionel Messi. The 35-year-old is the top target for Joan Laporta and co, and the club will do everything in their power to make his return become a reality. The Argentina captain, for his part, is also understood to be keen on a return to Barcelona and is waiting for formal talks to begin, which will only take place once there is an official clearance from La Liga about fair play. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.